Guys, and welcome to Thursday Night Lives. Hey, I got my intro to work, but I didn't get that to work. Bear with me 2 seconds. There we go. I will show this week. This is me changing the front. I don't know how I'm pointing it. The Ford KA. It is what it is. It was the it's the same as the Fiat 500. The quality looks quite good there. I'm quite impressed with myself, to be honest. Apparently something like 80% of people watch videos without the sound, so you're missing out on a lot of people if you don't have those subtitles, apparently. As you can see, these pads, if you look here, they're actually perfectly fine. But the previous owner said that the brakes were done. They went for the MOT shortly after the customer bought it, and the discs, you can't see here, but the back of the discs, on the whole circumference of the disc, they are shot. They are disgusting. He said the only reason it passed is because he technically couldn't fail it, but it should have failed. So we changed the disc pads on there. We used OE matching Febby and Blueprint discs and pads. It was Blueprint discs and Febby pads, and they were top quality stuff. I think like tonight I wanted to talk about a couple of random different things, and I just didn't think it would make a full episode. One of them was the difference between quality parts and cheap parts. So I like to use Febby and Blueprint parts in most of my services and brake changes. They do other suspension parts as well, which I like to use as well, like lower control arms, bushers. They do amazing bushers. They're like, what's the technical term? I can't remember what the technical term for it is. But it changes basically metal and rubber components. So things like engine mounts and top mounts and things like that. Copper grease for the win. So this strange person who I don't know who is has joined the conversation, and he thinks copper grease is for the win, but we all know that's a big And Steve's here. Steve's doing great. Steve, how's your week been? This week is mostly just us chatting because I couldn't decide on what a topic to talk about. I was just explaining now that I use a lot of OE matching parts in my my services and repairs, and how that benefits the customer with longevity and reliability, opposed to cheaper products that might not last as long. Ultimately, we're saving the customer time and money, time on future repairs and money on having to pay for the job that we've done more than once. Why aren't you nice to me? It's because you said, what did you say? I'll be there now in a minute is my thing. A bit slow this week, was it, Steve? What can we do to help you? So who's actually here and who's causing me trouble yet again, as you probably noticed most weeks, is Rob from Tech Automotive. And Rob is a master tech at a dealership, and he's confessing the fact that he uses genuine parts. Rob, if I brought you my Ford Galaxy, which I don't actually own, let's just use that as an example. Yeah, see the disc on knack of the discs are then. Anyway, if you weren't here at the start, you wouldn't know. Robbie weren't here. If I brought you my Ford Galaxy, would you use genuine parts on that? Why was it a bit slow this week, Steve? Is it just the customers aren't there, or is there anything I can do to help? I found when I first started out that it was a bit like hills and valleys, you know, and it wasn't consistently busy for a week or two. No, because I had a Ford Galaxy. So Rob's here is very smart, he said, as it has the 1.9 TDI Volkswagen engine in it, yes. But I had the 2.3 petrol engine in mine, which is the RS Turbo RS2000 block, which is a Ford engine. What would you do, Bob? What would you do? Cost a ton on fuel as well, that thing did. I'd like to drive it now with the fuel prices. I think I'm going to have to put my prices up soon. £1.60 in my local petrol station. There's the Blueprint discs. Like I said, they are top quality stuff, they are. Doing a good job of that, haven't I, huh? Have you ever seen anyone ratchet so well? First off, all I would give you a cuddle, because that's pure talk. You in a local scrappy and then go. Yeah, I ended up... No, I didn't scrap it. Apparently, they're really popular in Romania. So some guy actually come over from Romania and give me £300 for it. It's gone now. It drove right, to be honest. It was quite fast for a people mover. When my wife was in labour, she had to stay in the hospital for a series of medical reasons. But I stayed here. Now, the hospital she was in is in a different county because we moved house during her pregnancy and we wanted to stick to the same doctors and everything. But anyway, so when my mother-in-law woke me up banging the door in the middle of the night, it took me 7 minutes to get from here to there. And then we did it on a normal time, just travelling that way. And it took me 45 minutes. So no, actually, the exhaust rotted out. The flexi rotted out on the exhaust, and they wanted £1,000 on trade. I did cut the flexi out and welded a new one in, but that's the only rust it had. It's like bodging your own vehicles, isn't it? You don't have to fix them properly, do you? I just noticed that this here has a series of different settings that I want to play with. If I go, I suppose it's technically only my fault. Oh look, it's snowing here. It's always bad weather here in Wales. I'm turning this off now, it distracted me. Which is why I use copper grease on them. I've got nothing to say to you, mate. I've got nothing to say to you. Not everything is bad at Wales. Normal Mechanics are alright. Well, one of them is. One of them. That's me, by the way, okay, before you all go and say anything. I actually seen a post by another mobile mechanic from my local area the other day where he was saying how the brake piston on the back, that has to be wound in, but because somebody wound it in, that the boot slipped, that twisted. What happened was somebody didn't actually wind it in properly, didn't put a bit of rubber grease on it that allowed it to slip. Anyway, and it could have broke and caused damage. So he straightened out the boot for him. But in the picture, the boot, the surrounding area of the boot was soaking wet. I was like, mate, I think the boot's the least of your problems. You need a new caliper, but then, you know, obviously it's just gone off what the picture said and test a caliper. Pride of Wales. Did you know, though, that I am actually nominated for 3 business awards here in Wales? Did you know that? I'm up for, oh, come on, come back to me. Best garage and tyre service or something. Best businessman of the year and most celebrated business of the year. Boosh. Did you vote for me, did you, bud? Oh, thanks, boy. Did your wife vote for me? Because if she didn't, that's probably the reason I'm going to lose. Just saying. Oh, cheers, Stevie, bye. But I don't really care about Rob. Oh, you're a ledge, you are a new boy. It's really annoying because I don't know how many votes I got. Voted for me. Because if I won and only 5 people voted for me, then it's not really much of a win, is it? But there we are. Apparently it has to all be anonymous. I don't like the orientation of this camera. Can you see that I'm not very well set on what we're doing here tonight? Never mind. just move you around. I don't know if you're travel sick. Rob, you were on about earlier how I'm not kind to you. Explain yourself, dude. Rob just stuck his middle finger up at me, by the way. Boycott all VW garages. Their master tech stick fingers up at Elliot's. It's just not kind, mate. Here in Wales. So this year, let you into a little secret. The day before I lent out my H7, and so I actually had to use a T45 to do it. But in the video I tell people I'm using a H7. They do. Can't remember what you were talking about, mate. What were you on about? What's going on here then? I'm putting this here because apparently I can see comments in it, but I don't know. Oh, can you see that? That Rob just told everyone that he sticks his middle fingers up at me. Let me know, Rob, let me know if you can see your comment. And stop doing it. I'm on screen. Trust you. Trust of all people. I think I might mention these lives to people more often so they can follow me. Getting fed up just talking to you. You smell. All offence. Take offence to that. Well, say something else. Get boobies off my screen. See, back of the disc again, see? So this is on an ST, and he was driving down a road, only doing 30 miles an hour and sober, and aquaplaned, smashed into the curb, smashed into the other curb, smashed, did it like it rotated in the road, smashed into the original curb again, his wheel went off somewhere else, smashed into the other curb, and there's a lot more to it by the sounds of it. So his bodywork's going to cost him £1,000 to fix. And he warped the disc. How he warped the disc and didn't crack. And they were rubbing on the inside. It's still rubbing now, but I think it's on the bumper because it doesn't go away when you brake. You should. They are fun, mate. What's fun? Your lives. My life. My life is fun. Well, I think people show up on my TikTok. I don't really we don't really know how YouTube works too well, to be honest. I'm trying to run a promotion and but nobody seems to entertain it on YouTube. The delay on comments on YouTube is painful. Are you okay? Have you hurt yourself? Like, do you need medical assistance? Is the pain just too much to bear? What I think I'll do then is probably leave this live here and give a good thank you. I'm quite aware, actually. I worked out this week, and I can't see how to work it on the screen here anyway. But apparently, people are on here, and I can't see them. They're just not contributing. So those of you who aren't talking, still thank you for showing up and coming to see me. But now I'm going to hop over onto my TikTok and continue the conversation over there with the following. If any of you want to join me, then carry on. Just if you're not following me on TikTok, then It's L's Auto Care. Just type out in the search section and I should come up, hopefully. But yeah, I'll see you over there in 5. See you, Rob. Yeah, I'll see you, Rob. Bye, bud.